Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. Resin Day. Now, last time I made a little, well not so little but little at the same time, resin goose. I want to make him a friend. So I am going to try making him a little doggy friend. Smaller, should be using less resin, and some random bits. So I've got these little mystery toy capsules from like a Kinder Egg variant. I'm thinking I can use these to make a little body shape, just something simple, a couple of ears, little snout, rear end, and then I'm going to try and use, because I'm hoping it's going to not be so heavy, because he's so smaller, I want it to weigh down. But the fabric that I was using, I don't really have anything thinner in white. It would definitely be too thick for something this size. So I'm hoping tissue's going to do it. And this is like from a pack of, nose tissues. Because all other tissues that I've got, kitchen roll and toilet roll and things like that, they've all got a print on them. This was the only thing that didn't have a print on it. So let's try and put a little dog bod together. Now, I've got to take the bottom off first. I'll keep that bit in case that comes in breaking. Now, how to do body, I don't know yet. But it doesn't need to be that big. Perhaps half one of these. If that came in there, like that. Let's try and do this. Maybe. I reckon we can do that. We want to do a little snout somehow. Obviously much smaller. I think that's curved well enough for a snout. Ears, tail. Now ears I kind of want to go out like that, so would this work? Let's just this. This. That could work. And a tail. Okay, we're going to try and glue all these bits together and see if that's going to come up anything like a doggy shape. Right, you-hoo, you've got to work your magic for me. Now, we don't mind it looking not so pretty on the underside. Right, this is not going to be easy to do. Might need a smaller tail yet. Let's try about there. That could work. Everything's starting to stay where it should. If we can get the tail on, I can let it dry, give it a bit of, extra glue here or there, and then we can come back and do the resin element. That's going to be hard to get that right there. Hopefully, when we come back, this will all be solid as a rock, so we can start resin it. Hopefully. Okay. Our little plastic doggy shape is dry, so let's try and resin it up. Now, I'm going to get some gloves. I'm thinking the best way to do this is going to be to brush it on, push it down, brush and push, and hopefully maybe it might need to go that way. we can get it to cover him entirely. Hopefully. So I don't know whether to try and cover him entirely first. That might be easier. Let's do this a little bit at a time and then brush it around. Okay. Perhaps there, so we're going to need a little bit more at the back to go around the tail. And I've got to try and do this without tearing the tissue. And the tail's already. Hopefully nothing else happens like that. The tail's decided that it's going to like flop down. I'll have to address that in a second. We'll have to come back to the tail end. Oh dear, I felt there you go. The tail does not feel like it's attached at all anymore. Let's cure him where he's at and go for him being a dog running. A ghost dog running. Right, I want to cure him where he's at because I don't know how much more we're going to be able to do. So I'm going to cure him where he's at, and then we might just have to brush a little bit over the top and see. He's going to be a ghost, he's going to be a dog in motion. Our little ghost doggy. Our running ghost doggy is done. Well, almost. I'm going to try and put some eyes in now. He's got a bit of an awkward fold in his material there. So this eye is going to be easy enough to put in right here. And this one needs to also go right there. So let's just cotton bud it like the last one. So we want to go about here and about here. One little ghost doggy. Oh, he looks so cool. Right, we're not going to do any more, otherwise that'll just end up growing and growing and growing. Well, this isn't quite how I pictured it in my head, but I prefer it. I'd have liked there to be a bit more definition, and I could have got away with the body being a lot deeper. But there's a lot of movement in him. It didn't use anywhere near as much UV resin as Mr. Ghost did, but then he didn't need to, in the end, use as much as he did. But he does look cool, and I know he's a dog. Despite some of the issues with the tail. But for future reference, if I come back and try and do this again, how would I try and do it different? I'm not too sure yet. This was like 3-ply tissue in the end, which gave us all this lovely texture, all this lovely flow, but it was also tricky to use because as you saw, it kept sticking to my fingers and sticking to the paintbrush and pulling away. I'd like to have it a bit more defined around the face, perhaps even smoother around the face, and then keep all of this running back. But he's not too bad. I like him all the same. So my ghost has a pup. He has a friend now. So I'm happy. He's happy because he's now got a little pup bud. There we go. They can live together now. I'll have to make him some sort of dangly elements that he can hang up with his buddy. Well, I think overall is a success. It didn't come out how I had it in my head, but elements of it came out even better. So, yeah, I enjoyed that. I hope you did too. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope this has given you a little idea of something to do yourself. Anyone else tried this sort of thing? any advice on how to do it smoother if you have. And if you haven't, give it a go. You might get a better result than me. Well, like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more. Thank you all again so much. Take care. Happy Halloween. Little pet for Ghost Pup. And see you in the next one.